All right, the next poem we're going to do is Seven Ages of Man by William Shakespeare. Looking at this, what do we see? One big paragraph or stanza. What else do we see?
All about
Lines vary. Angel.
Capitalization
Capitalization where?
at the beginning of each stanza. I mean, not each line, sorry.
And where else?
At the beginning of sentences.
At the beginning of each sentence. So we have, like in line 5, at first the infant, comma, at is capitalized, but then the sentence continues with muling. So the first word in each line is capitalized, but also the first line in each sentence. So something different that we haven't seen before. Okay, are the line lengths the same?
No.
Are the syllables going to be the same?
No.
Okay, so if you pick this poem, you'll find out that these are not the same length. Is there a rhyme scheme with these?
No.
Do we see a rhyme scheme anywhere?
A little bit.
In the second one, yeah, I think.
In the second what?
In the second one.
In the second poem, yes, but just focusing on William Shakespeare.
Yeah,
No.
21 and 22. Well, some of them might not be like purposely
Oh, yeah.
rhymed, so I don't think.
Okay, how many lines in this?
22.
Nope.
28.
What? Oh, I didn't see that page.
28. So there's another page on here. So there's 28 lines. Is this a sonnet?
No.
No.
So, wow, it's two songs.
Okay, it's a monologue. What's that mean?
That means this person is speaking to either not present or just like to the audience.
Okay, so this is pulled out of one of Shakespeare's plays. So this is an actor on stage who'd be speaking to the audience, giving them information. Okay, a monologue. So this is not one of Shakespeare's poems. Shakespeare's poems were written in sonnets. Sonnets have rules, as you know. This is not that. This is hardly even a poem. Okay, so this is something different that we haven't seen before. All right. All right, so as I go through and read, since this doesn't have most of the normal poetic stuff, you're gonna have to get it off the theme and the meaning. The character's name is Jacques. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then, 2, the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwilling to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's brow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. Then the justice, in fair round belly with good capped lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with speckles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange eventful history is second childish and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Okay, what do you notice about this? He dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the language change from some of the other poems that we've read?
Yeah,
It's a lot more what, Jay?
old and proper.
Okay, there's something that's definitely changed in it. Now, I like ending with, this is one of our last 2 poems, because the next thing we're going to do is Romeo and Juliet. Okay, Romeo and Juliet is written by Shakespeare. So the language that we've broken down and the rules that we've learned about poetry are going to apply directly to what Romeo and Juliet is. Okay, it's a play, but it's using language like this. Okay, what is this poem saying? So what's the theme or message? We all die eventually. Okay, how many stages are there to human existence?
7.
7. It's in the title, the 7 ages of man. Okay. So what's stage 1? Infant. What's stage 2? Schoolboy. What's stage 3?
Lover,
What's stage 4?
soldier,
What's stage 5?
justice,
What's stage 6?
mean, slippered pantaloon.
Correct? And then 7 is
Second child.
second childish. Okay, so let's talk about each stage. The first one is infant. You all understand what an infant is?
Yes.
Okay, you're relying on who?
Mom, dad.
Okay, you're relying on somebody to take care of you, otherwise you would die. Someone has to feed you, someone has to take care of you, someone has to clothe you and shelter you, or else you don't survive. Schoolboy, okay, talks about how the schoolboy is going off to school, unwilling, like some of us. Okay, then lover, okay. I give a little description here on lover on line 9. Sign like furnace, like a woeful ballad, made to his mistress's eyebrow, okay? Understanding that love at this time period was not, it was infatuation. Okay, because remember, you couldn't date, you couldn't talk, you couldn't be together. Like, they're usually an arranged type of marriage was the only way that you found a spouse. Okay, so you love from afar, and love was painful because most cases it wasn't reciprocated, meaning that you love someone based off of their looks, of someone that you basically saw, and that's it. And like you had no chance of actually being with them, and so love was seen as like this painful journey that you had to endure.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
And most people didn't actually marry for love, you married for convenience. Next is soldier, they give us a little more here. Okay, strange oaths, soldiers give oaths, that's hard to say. Okay, what's it mean when it says sudden and quick and quarrel? AJ, what's that mean?
Is it like their traits?
So I'm asking specifically, what does it mean when I say quick and quarrel? What's the word quick mean? What's quarrel mean? So what's quick to quarrel mean? Quick to fight, okay? When you're young, you don't feel like anything can hurt you, right? So you're quick to fight, seeking the bubble reputation, which means bubble reputation is it can pop very easily, okay? Even in the cannon's mouth. So the view of war was, and kind of still is, that you kind of just run into battle and become famous and you're a hero and everything goes wonderful. Okay, that doesn't take into consideration like all the people that died during battle. Next is the justice. Justice doesn't mean, like justice means that you're smart. Okay, a justice of the peace, police officer, or somebody of the court who just knows stuff, knows the rules. You eventually become old enough where you know stuff. Full of wise saws and modern instances. Okay, and so you play your part until you go to the 6th stage. 6th stage is slippered pantaloon. What does that mean? Okay, a pantaloon is a foolish old man. Okay, spectacles on nose, pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved, a world too wide. When they say hose, what are they talking about?
Pants?
Socks.
Oh.
Like your socks no longer fit you and they're falling down now because as you get older you start to lose muscle mass. And big manly voice turning again towards childish treble. So your voice even changes as you get older. It goes from deep and scary to, I'm not going to do this one on tape, but high pitched and not so scary. Okay, and then it goes to second childishness. Okay, when people get older, they need someone to take care of them again, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Shakespeare's saying here, is you go to that second childishness where you can't do things on your own anymore. What's the word sans mean? Without. What do you lose when you get older? Eyesight, teeth. Literally, you lose your taste too. It's why older people sometimes eat really spicy foods, especially like if they were smokers, like their taste buds are dead, and so they need really spicy food to even taste it. So, well, usually younger kids can't handle the real spice. As you get older, you do. And then sans everything, which means death. Okay, now before we talk about, I guess we need to now, the analysis of this is, does this give you choice in life? Okay, this is making a comparison between what and what. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Yes, Angel.
Life in a play.
Life in a play. Okay, so what do you have when you're going to be acting in a play? A script that tells you what to do, right? Shakespeare's saying that life is like a play. You have a script. You're born, you get older, you get older, you get older, and now you're a little child again and you die. And that's your life. And you can't change that, can you? Okay, is this a particularly optimistic view of life?
No.
Okay, so let's read.